My name is Josh Emke, and Jeremy and I started OCS in January of 2016. I had actually been in the industry a couple years before then, was general counsel for an air ambulance billing company here in Arizona, doing large fixed wing air ambulance flights and doing medical insurance billing type stuff, which was cool. It kind of opened my eyes to a new way to practice law. And that is essentially where the concept of OCS, or at least the restoration insurance billing type of concept, came about. And that's had a buddy in the industry that had a restoration company, knew that I was doing insurance billing stuff, and said, "Hey, Josh, I've got this claim. Can you help us out on it?" And I said, "Yeah, I can give it a shot." Sent a letter and immediately got a payment back from an insurance company, and just kind of made me think, what's going on here? And I had talked to the guy, and he's like, "So that worked?" I said, "That worked." And he let me try it on a couple more, same type of success. And so the more I looked into it, trying to figure out what was going on in the industry, there wasn't a lot going on as far as anybody out there helping these contractors get paid. And so it became a solution for us to try to solve. And spent about a year doing insurance claims kind of on the side, and building up a little bit of a nest egg to try to branch out and start a insurance billing company of my own, and not in the air ambulance world, but in the property insurance world. And so that's what I did. And in January of 2016, went and talked to Jeremy, who was my neighbor at the time. Our kids met, or well, I guess Jeremy met my kid in kind of a funny way.
I'll go ahead and tell that story. Yeah, so I was out picking weeds in my new house. You know, I was a young newlywed, and I don't even know if I don't even think I had my kids at the time. It was just me and my wife, and I was out pulling weeds in my front yard, and this random kid comes over. And I didn't have a ton of interactions with kids at that time because I had none. And he goes, "Hey, what's your name?" And I'm like, "My name's Jeremy." And he goes, "You have a lot of weeds." I'm like, "Thank you, kid." Who are you? And that's why I'm out here, you know, pulling weeds. Anyway, he told me where he lived, and I ended up meeting his parents later. That was Josh. And at the time, I was working for Pepsi as a key account manager, doing sales and trying to get Frito-Lay product on floors to sell. And so that's what I was doing at the time. Josh and I grew a friendship at that point as neighbors, and he had just recently started in the industry. Mm-hmm. And conceptually it made a ton of sense because there's medical billing agencies out in the medical world, right? And in the property and casualty world, like, the contractors are there to do the work, and they're there to help people get their houses dried out, put back together. And nobody was there on their behalf to go negotiate their invoices with these profit centers of these insurance carriers, right? And so adjusters are trained. That's all they do. They're desk adjusters. They are trained all day, every day to sit there and work on behalf of the insurance carrier. And the contractors had to not only perform the work, but then had to worry about going and getting paid for that work. And so when you came to me with the concept of, hey, this seems like doctors wouldn't be worrying about getting their own bills paid. They want to just see patients all day. Yeah. And contractors felt similar, just in a different industry, where it's like they need to just go be put in people's houses. They're contractors. Yep. But put people's houses back together, and we'll worry about going and getting you paid.
Yeah.